So in this vlog, we're going to explore the Saladin Assault Hover Tank. Now, this is a piece that you want to have in your collection. I'm not saying go all out Fritz and buy like 6 so you can run 3 and 3, but having 1 to 3 is going to open up a lot of options. Or if you're not quite ready to go in that direction yet, having 1 for the battle value buy-in and what it brings to the table, the fun, the tactics. I find it very, very interesting and a lot of fun to play. So let's cut through the design and the tech manual and essentially take an autocannon 20, inner sphere tech, one of the most potent, powerful, big guns in the game. But unless you're mounting multiples, you only have 1, and the range is critical short. You need to get point blank. So let's take this massive, massive gun, put it on a hover vehicle, put an engine on it, slap on some armor, but not really enough for what it needs to do, and send it out. This tank is very, very interesting because it is very much all or nothing. It either works spectacular, and in that moment, the entire gaming club pauses because you're like, what the heck just happened? Or it doesn't quite work out. And the duality of this, of course, is tactics. You need to have the correct tactics and the correct delivery. But also there are certain units in Battletech, certain units that I play, certain units that you're going to play. When they get blown up, yeah, you're sad face. I'm upset. But can I really be angry? I mean, if I try to ambush you with a short-range missile carrier, of course you're going to try and destroy it. Of course you're going to devote resources to destroying it so I can't get that jump on you. I mean, you have to do otherwise is going to be catastrophic. The Saladin is kind of like that also. Now, the trade-off with an autocannon 20 is you have to get up there. I mean, that's the initial balance in the game, the dynamics. When we see it on a Hunchback, you have to get up there. When we see it on some of the assault mechs, like a Cyclops, or if we're looking at the Charger variants or the Atlas, you need to make it up there, and you need to be able to deliver it from that perspective. This is balanced out where, in theory, best of all worlds, it's going to take you a few turns to get up there. Also, you might not always be able to pick the target that you want, because let's say I really want to blast that one mech, but you're able to pull it out of the line and pull it back, or you're able to pull that target back. And as a result, my Cyclops with the autocannon 20 or even the Hunchback, it's got good speed, but you can avoid it. So that's the trade-off. Saladin just kind of breaks that all open. Hover vehicles are very, very fast. This is going to allow you to chase down pesky lights. That Jenner running around, yeah, Jenner could give Saladin some interesting fire back, but you'll be able to get up there point blank. You'll be able to chase these mechs down. So right away, target acquisition, not saying you're going to make it out of there, but target acquisition is, what do you want to go after? So now we have this threat, an autocannon 20 that essentially just mounted on a hover vehicle that you can deliver anywhere on the table. Now it is only 1. Battle value buy-in, I believe it's around 560, 580, 5 something. I mean, for the delivery system, it does have some armor, an autocannon 20, speed. That's some amazing battle value buy-in. So this idea, if you just take 1 of them for the lulls, you can chase down light mechs, you can run after other targets, and it is an autocannon 20. We'll talk about rear armor in a second. It is an autocannon 20. If you take them in pairs, 2 or 3. 2, yes. 3, okay, maybe we have to make some battle value choices. Now it becomes a hunter-killer. Now it becomes a wolf pack. Those are 3 autocannon 20s. That's like a demolisher on steroids with speed and the delivery system from that perspective. Rear armor, absolutely. Zip 3 of those up. You're getting rear armor, point blank. Now, other things are going to be shooting at you, yes, but you've got 3. That's 3 autocannon 20s. You hit left, right, center, torso, they're in a lot of trouble. You've got 3 to deliver. Likewise, chasing down light mechs. Chase them down. Blast them. That light mech, yeah, you've got speed, you've got movement, but you're cutting down on the range, you're point blank. You hit any light mech with an autocannon 20, they're just going to evaporate. So we see this in 2 ways. What it can actually do and what it can possibly do. This idea that power perceived is power achieved. if I launch my Saladin tank, and I'm not saying like I'm on my side of the table, hex map, you're on your side of the table, hex map, and we're advancing forward, and I just send one Saladin out completely, and you have your entire mech force and combined arms blasting it. I mean, that's never going to work. You have to know when the moment to break out and push forward is, usually when other things are engaged and there's a choice of targets. At that point, your opponent has two choices. Let it go, or devote some resources to trying to stop this thing. And the key to that, of course, if they're going to devote resources, is trying to make sure they devote the maximum battle value. Like shoot those LRM packs. Send that Jenner out to try and chase it down. Put up those light vehicles to block rather than having them work up the center. Put them off to the side to refuse flank, to have to go through. Do something with that. That battle value buy-in, if you look and say, well, here's what the Saladin cost, here's what I'm tying up for a turn, and if I can capitalize on that with my other lance mates, that's worth the price of admission. Not to mention it is extremely, extremely fun to play. So I would absolutely recommend having one in your collection, eventually beefing out to 2 or 3 so you can wolf pack it and run them up. You're going to run them up. You're going to get that shot. You're going to hit or not hit, but if you hit, big problems for your opponent. Then zoom by, circle around for the other pass, get rear armor. I mean, another tactic is to zoom them on the left or right flank, depending on the hex map, depending on what's there. Park them behind your opponent. Zoom past, way past your opponent, stay at a range. Now as your other mech force advances and locks in face to face, danger close, 2 or 3 hexes, and we're blasting away. My Warhammer's blasting away. My Cyclops is blasting away. Everything's blasting away. At that point, you bring them out and you catch your opponent, and you got rear armor, 2, 3 autocannon 20s. I mean, that is massive. A very, very interesting tank, a very, very specialized tank, but given the punch and the dynamic ability of it, it's going to be a primary target, and you can't get sad face if your opponent destroys it.